Yeah. So, okay, because of the time, can we start now?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to second international webinar. This webinar is collaboration between SAITO University and UNICIMI. The first webinar was hosted by SAITO University College, and now it's our turn to host this webinar. This webinar has a topic adapting to change, conquering challenges in the digital era. Now, give me the time to introduce to our panel speaker. There are 4 panel speakers, and from UNICIMI, we have Reiki and Queen. Now, first turn goes to Reiki. Okay, Reiki. Hello. Yeah. Would you? Yeah. Would you please introduce yourself to everybody here, Reiki?
Okay, thank you. Hi everyone, my name is Reva Kirana, but I go by Reki, so you can call me Reki.
Yeah.
I am originally from Bandung, West Java. I am 20 years old and I attend psychology study program in University of Cendekia Mitra, Indonesia. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Reiki. So you are from West Java and from psychology study program, right?
Yes. I forgot to mention that I'm
Yeah.
in the 3rd semester right now.
Oh, yeah. You are in 3rd semester of psychology study program. Okay, and then it's your turn, Queen. Would you please introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, my name is Aisyah Queen Deva Trezeka. You can call me Queen. I am 20 years old and I am from Bali. Now I am third semester of management program study at UNICIMI. Thank you.
Thank you, Queen. Okay. So Queen is from Bali and 3rd semester too, but Queen is from management study program. Yes. Okay, thanks to Reiki and Queen. Next turn is from SAITO University College. There are Jascinta. Am I right to pronounce Jascinta or what?
It's pronounced Jascinta.
Jascinta. Oh yeah, okay.
Jascinta.
Yeah.
But you
Okay.
can just call me Jess.
Okay. So
Okay,
Jascinta,
so
please introduce yourself.
yeah, sure. My name is Jascinta Nambbiar, and you can call me Jess.
Jess.
I'm from Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, and I'm in my second year of Bachelor's of Arts in Law Enforcement Investigation.
Investigation.
Yes.
Investigation study program.
Yeah.
Okay. And you are from Kuala Lumpur, KL, right?
Yep.
Okay. And the last but not least is Omana. Hi, Omana. Could you please?
Hi there. I'm Omana Fernandez. You can call me Omana. I am 21. I'm from Malaysia, KL. Just as Jazz, though, I'm doing the same thing, Bachelor in Law Enforcement Investigation Honors. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too, Omana. Okay, so Jess and Omana is from Investigation Study Program. Okay, and this webinar would be hosted by me. My name is Nurul Baroro, and all of you can go with Roro, but not Jonggrang because I cannot build a temple overnight. Okay, I'm a lecturer from Psychology Study Program. Okay, actually, we have several interesting questions to discuss, and before it goes, I would hear Mr. Heri Kurniawan, Sarjana Ekonomi Magister Management, as a rector of UNICIMI for giving welcoming speech. Okay, Mr. Hari.
Terima kasih dulu. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Selamat pagi semuanya. Puji syukur kita panjatkan kehadirat Allah Subhanahu wa taala atas limpahan nikmat, terutama nikmat sehat dan nikmat kesempatan, sehingga pada pagi hari ini kita bisa menjalankan webinar kerjasama antara UNICIMI Indonesia dengan SAITO Malaysia. Webinar ini sangat bermanfaat sekali dan semoga kerjasama ini bisa berjalan terus-menerus dan selalu ditingkatkan. Kami ucapkan terima kasih kepada Dr. Yahar Ali. Saya ucapkan juga terima kasih kepada Pak Zainal Tulus MBA, serta Bapak Ibu semuanya ya. Kami ucapkan terima kasih juga kepada mahasiswa-mahasiswi, kami juga ucapkan terima kasih telah terlaksananya kerjasama ini dan pelaksanaan webinar ini. Mohon maaf apabila ada hal-hal yang salah dan ada hal-hal yang berkurang. Fastabiqul khairat. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for Mr. Heri Kurniawan. And because Mr. Zahar is not yet to come. Okay, so actually the time is for Mr. Zahar, but because Mr. Zahar is not here yet, so can we start now for the main agenda discussion? Can we? Yeah, okay. So without further ado, let's start to our main agenda, discussing about our topic today, adapting to change, conquering challenges in the digital era. Okay, and I have several questions and start from the first question. How does the digital world impact the way college students access and interact with educational resources? Maybe I would hear from Jascinta first, maybe? Yeah. How does the digital world impact the way college students access and interact with educational resources?
The digital world has, in my opinion, the digital world has really impacted the way college students access and interact with the educational resources. So student now, we have access to a vast ocean of information and resources at your fingertips, which is beyond traditional libraries and textbooks, online database, scholarly journals, educational platform, and even open educational resources. It provides a wealth amount of materials on any topic actually. So furthermore, resources are often available 24/7 from anywhere, anytime, with just having internet connection. So this allow students to learn on their own schedule at their own pace, which makes education more accessible for those with busy schedule or if they're facing any disabilities. So I guess many students here agrees to me that they prefer using digital textbook and e-books, which are more affordable and more and is portable than the traditional printed materials. Personally, if I walk around my campus like right now, I don't see anyone holding books anymore, right? Moving forward, let's talk about online platforms like Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Google Meets. So it breaks down the classroom wall. This becomes an important tool which connects students with their lecturers and institution worldwide, enabling students to attend lectures and participate in discussion like what we are doing right now. We are in Malaysia and you guys like across of us in Indonesia. But somehow because of this digital advancement, we are able to share our knowledge fostering cross-cultural learning and collaboration. So yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Jess. Maybe in Malaysia is more common to use like Zoom, Microsoft Team. So do in Indonesia. Okay. And how about Reiki? Maybe I would hear from Reiki's opinion. Reiki, please.
Okay, thank you for the question, Ms. Rora. My opinion about how the digital world impacted the traditional learning, uh, the digital world has profoundly changed how we as a college student interact and access with educational resources. As Jascinta said, like the digital world offering us instant access for information. I'm not saying like the traditional library is worse or don't go to the library. No, I'm not saying like that. But when we go to the digital world, it's easy for us to access information. It's more complete, and we can go. If we go to the traditional library, we have to look for each book one by one book. We go to by each segment. But if we go to the digital world, we can we can look for the specific subject or the specific educational resources that we look for. And beside instant access for information, also online courses. Online courses really help me to improve my skill. When I get my educational resources, I cannot only save it on my brain, but I also improve it by join online courses. I've been joining like business classes and psychology online courses. It really helps me a lot. It improve my skill, my acknowledgement. And the last one is collaborative tools. Yeah, collaborative tools. Also, I agree with Jacinta, like the digital world offering us Microsoft, Zoom, like this webinar, even though it's collaboration between Malaysia, SAITO, and Indonesia UNICIMI by using collaborative platforms, which is Zoom, that can help us, that c- that can help us to do collaboration. This collaborative tools really increase our learning experiences.
Okay, thank you, Regi. So we have a collaborative platform that enhance learning experience, right? Okay, and move to the second question. In what ways do you believe technology has changed traditional learning environment for college students, and how have you personally adapted to these changes? Okay, maybe I will hear from Omana. How about your opinion?
Thank you for the question, though. In what way do I believe technology has changed traditional learning environment? I mean, in my opinion, traditional learning is all about, face to face. When we were young, we used to go to school and we pull off in school and all that. But when it comes to digital environmental learning style, I think it's all about speaking online environment, right? So, I think to me, in my personal opinion, it's not that bad. Somehow it has a good changes. Like, trust me, I hate going online. Like right now, I might have any internet connection and you might not hear me and I'll go blank and yada yada yada. All those funny thing happens. But I do not prefer all this kind of thing happening. I don't really think the change of this online section is supposed to be a good turning point. And but somehow it's still a good thing. You embrace good resources, like we share online informations. I get whatever I know, you tell me whatever you know. So utilizing it in a good way, I think from traditional to digital,
Huh?
I think it's a good thing too. So I believe that somehow this actually gives a good way to students, get some proper information. They can adapt changes because I couldn't accept online at all. I feel like sleeping, not gonna lie. Like, trust me, I've been sleeping most of the classes, and it's not my thing. I adapt it, but I can't accept it, okay? So yeah. That's from me. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, it's okay, Omana. It's your opinion. And how about a Queen? In what ways?
Thank you for your question. I think technology has completely revolutionized the way we as a college student to learn. In the past, it was centered about the lecture and books, but now is everything is accessible in our phone or laptops. Personally, I was initially surprised, but I eventually embraced it. I began to use online apps to join classes online and connected with friends via social media to to share study tips. And this shift has made learning much more flexible and convenient for me. Maybe this I think. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you, Queen. So, the first at the beginning you are surprised, but eventually you embrace it, right? Okay. Move to the third question. Can you share specific challenges you face as a college student in adapting to the rapid advancement in digital tools and platform for academic purpose? Maybe I will hear from Jess.
Oh, thank you for the question. So, can you share specific challenges? To be honest, it's quite tough for me. Like we wasn't prepared what's ahead of us. I personally don't have a laptop with me at that point, and everything was hectic. It was difficult for me to use to study using my phone,
Hmm?
doing assignment using my phone, tutorial with my phone. I mean, I wasn't from the underprivileged background, but I don't see the need that I need a laptop or a tab at that point. I
Hmm?
started learning online when I was like in my foundation year, which is 2 years ago, when it was the time COVID hit us, like boof, hit us. Nobody know it's coming. So it all started off fun online class. I get to wake up 5 minutes before my class and study on bed and everything, etc., etc. Having breakfast on bed, and then slowly I started to realize that I'm missing the actual fun part, meeting my friends, doing group discussion physically, and the physical atmosphere of doing things. I believe as a law enforcement student, we need to study some subjects hands on. You get what I mean? Like, for example, criminalistic subject. How are we supposed to uh, understand and learn about a crime scene if you study online? How are we gonna learn how to collect evidence studying online? All those things. So other subject like social psychology. How are we supposed to conduct a social experiment on via online? So it's devastating at that point like when I was in my foundation years. So moreover, I face distraction all the way online class. So it's one of the challenges I feel like on distraction is all the time because a lack of a structured classroom environment can lead to distractions and procrastination for some students, which includes me. Uh, just imagine you're in your class, your neighbor starts drilling out of nowhere, and it's always when you're in the class. Also, like my house, my mom will be cooking and she'll be using, the lesung. I'm not sure is it in Indonesia you call it lesung, the cooking,
Let's
the tumbuk lesung. My mom will be like cooking and then she will tuk 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 tuk
yeah.
tuk tuk. So I mean, we can't avoid all these noises, right? So it's quite difficult for me to adapt mentally. It took some time. So, however, I just adapt lah. So, yeah, it's challenges. So have to adapt.
Okay. Okay, yes, that was a great experience. And how about you, Reiki, or maybe Queen? I will hear from UNICIMI. Which one? Reiki,
Yeah,
please.
I would like to answer this. Thank you for the question. Uh, I would like to share my personal experiences about
Hmm.
facing some specific challenges to adapt with digital technology, digital world. I have 4 points. The first one is to navigate the very digital platforms. It's a lot. It's so many digital platforms that I have to acknowledge that I have to use to academic purpose. Like so far, I know a few digital platforms for reviewing journals to enhance picture, to enhance audio, to looking for some specific journals, to psychology journals. That's a lot of platforms that I have to acknowledge, and it's hard for me to navigate this period digital platforms. The second one is adjusting to rapid software updates. As you said in the question, it's really rapid. The advancement is really rapid. For example, today I use SPSS, the 16 version for statistic, and 2 weeks later, it's already the 22 version, which is very rapid. So I have to be as rapid as the software update itself to adjusting to this advancement. The third point is ensuring digital literacy. Maybe it's not that hard as the one and the second points, but ensuring digital literacy for me it's also specific challenges that I'm facing to this digital world. And my last point is my device itself. My device is not compatible to use those platform, to use those software updates. Like when I upgraded my software, it said your device is not compatible to use this platform. It's kind of hard for me. It's also kind of heartbreak because I cannot use these platforms, even though I really need this platform to use for academic purpose. So for me, to conquer this, staying updated on relevant tools is crucial for effective academic use. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Reki. If your problem is in your tools, so do I. Okay. I'll move to the fourth, right? Fourth question. Yeah. As a college student, how do you strike a balance between staying connected digitally and maintaining a healthy offline lifestyle to ensure overall well-being? How about in Malaysia? Omana, could you please? How do you
Uh,
strike a balance between staying connected digitally and maintaining a healthy offline lifestyle?
mm, thank you for your question, madam. But I kind of think that's a little bit hard for me, you know, striking it in the balance between connected digitally and then having a good offline lifestyle was a little bit tough for me because like when everything was like on online, when everything was like digitally advanced, I I was being extra lazy, you know. I was like I was like lazy all day, you know, keep scrolling Instagram, TikTok, and all those. I do nothing. But all I watch in my Instagram and TikTok is like motivational videos, you know? They'll be like, get up, do this, do that. That's only I watch, but I do nothing. The well-being attitude there during the online time, it wasn't really a good strike of mine, you know? I wasn't really having a healthy offline lifestyle. But at some point, I do realize that I've been engaging on online activities too much, comparing to offline activities, you know? And like I'm like a part-time kickboxer, okay? So I need to be working out most of the time, practicing my moves and everything. But that time, I wasn't even exercising or, you know, maintaining a hobby. So it was a little hard, but at some point I come back to track. And also, you know, like sometimes you have to set schedule, like pull off your time to study as a student, you know? And then also you're an athlete, you have to do this and that at the same time. I think it was a little bit off balance, I would say. But still, I maintained to get something actually.
Okay.
That's it.
Actually, I am a psychologist, and I also prefer to provide psychological service by online. Sorry, offline. Sorry, yeah. Okay, and how about UNICIMI voice? Maybe Queen, would you please tell us how about your experience?
To stay in my track goals,
Hmm.
firstly, I set specific times limit for digital use, allocating dedicated periods for studying, socializing online, and relaxation. Prioritizing offline activities like exercise, hobbies, and spend time with friends in persons help me disconnect from screen and maintain healthy offline balance. Additionally, on im- implementing a technology-free zone or break during the day allows me to recharge and focus on other aspects of life. Establishing boundaries and being mindful of times are key to striking a balance between digital connectivity and healthy offline lifestyle for my overall well-being. Maybe that's how I keep in my goals to remind myself I was a college student and I was in my track to focus on at my studies like this. Thank you.
Okay. And next question is, or maybe I will hear from Jascinta too. Yes, could you please tell us um, how do you strike a balance between staying connected digitally and maintaining a healthy offline lifestyle?
Striking balance to me obviously is like having boundaries.
Mhm.
So that's how I strike a balance. Having boundaries, set specific time limits for digital activities, including your social media, your emails, online entertainment, and perhaps online classes. So like establish certain periods of days as digital free to focus on offline activities like sports, your hobbies, meditation, spending times in nature, and etc etc. So I believe this can help to like allocate time for studies, socializing, and self-care without being overwhelmed by the constant digital engagement, you know. So I also always track my screen time. I personally keep it like taking a break every 3 hours of screen time. So another thing what I did is like specify places where digital devices are not allowed. For example, I made my bedroom a tech-free zone, obviously to improve my quality of sleep and create a separation between online and offline life. So spending my time with my family, obviously. So moreover, I actively engage in face-to-face social interactions, having activities with friends, going out, hanging out, attend events, social events in campus, join clubs and organization to encourage your real world connections, networking, because at the end of the day, all of us have to remember that balance looks different for everyone. So find a solution, find a routine that works best for you. Regularly reassess your habits and make adjustment all the way, making sure that your digital and offline lifestyle contributes positively to your overall well-being.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Maybe I will follow you to
Oh,
have a social media free, maybe.
sure, sure, sure.
Okay. And maybe I will hear from Reiki too as sports speakers, please.
Our students, digital connectivity and offline well-being. I am also setting boundaries. Setting boundaries is important because with setting boundaries, I know my limit. I know how to spend my time, and also I'm doing time blocking instead of listing or creating to-do list. I use uh, I set my boundaries so I know where to do, where I put myself in digital world, and where I have to go hang out to spend time for myself. And also I'm scheduling breaks. I don't have to always learning. I don't have to always study. I have to have a break for myself. I have to free time to do some self-care or something like that, you name it. And also I have I have to still prioritizing face-to-face interaction because I'm a very social person. I always have to meet my friends, my lecturer, or anyone I can meet to talk about anything, to talk about psychology, to talk about life, to talk about digital world. So yeah, I think this ensure a holistic approach to overall well-being.
Okay, so setting boundaries and balancing is the key, right? Yeah. And then move to the fifth question. What strategies have you found effective in overcoming the potential distraction posed by the digital world while pursuing your academic goals? Queen, how about your opinion?
In my opinion, for me, I'm sorry. Before I'm to say sorry because my English is so broke, because it's not my. I must to stay update with this. So I want to say sorry if you can understand what I say. So
Nah, you're doing good. You're doing good. Don't worry about it. You're doing so good.
okay, I have one strategy is how can I keep in my academic goals. It's hard to for me because in digital world it's all about online, like sometimes I very lazy to have some study for my college student for my college, but I have one strategy and I think this is effective for me. I call this, I don't know how the science called this, but I call Korean drama strategies. I very love watch Korean drama. So when sometimes I need to learn, I need to reading the books for my lecture, for my study, I use these strategies. So I I must to studying after I'm studying so I can watch drama. Like maybe I must to read some two journals or three journals before after I learn it, after I understand what I studying, I can watch the Korean drama. So it's so very effective for me because I love watch drama, and maybe it's how I keep that's how my strategy is to keep in my academic goals like this.
Okay, thank you, Queen. So great. Great methods. Okay, and how about from SAITO University? Omana, maybe could you please tell us?
Strategies that I've found in overcoming potential distraction.
Distraction. Yes.
Yeah, while pursuing my academic goals.
Yeah.
As Queen said, she watched Korean dramas to, keep things away. You know what I do? I literally watch Netflix. And do you know what I do? I watch crime documentaries.
Yeah.
Crime documentaries is the best thing ever. Like the psychological effects that happens to a person, you get curious, why do they kill and everything. Somehow it's related to my bachelor. Like I'm an investigation specialist and everything. So when you get to know why do a person kill, you get curious, you get to know how they do and everything. So I really love watching Netflix and music. It's a good thing that keeps me calm. I really love music. Like, trust me, I can memorize everything just by listening music. While listening music, I can just read, and that's how it goes. No stress, no nothing. So I think music and crime documentaries really help me in pursuing my academic goals. Not gonna lie, though, they're good as hell.
Okay, Omana. So you have to sing a song after this event, right? Okay, and how about Reiki? What strategies have you found effective?
Okay, thank you for the question. My effective strategies is not really systematic or really that strategies. No, it's simple. It's really simple. Like I said earlier, I use time blocking instead of to-do list, creating to-do list. I use time blocking. Like I divided my agenda, my daily schedules into small part. So I know this time blocking, what I have to do. And the next one is using product productivity tools. Using productivity tools is like overcome digital distraction by the digital itself, because I use productivity tools same as time blocking. I write my schedule, my daily agenda on productivity tools, so I know for daily schedule, for tomorrow schedules, what I have to do. And uh to and also I dedicated my study space. I have to prioritize my study space because I always go hang out. I always have some fun with my friends. So to create study space is fair for me. It's not hard for me to create study space because in the most of time in the day, I spend my time with my friends. So when I'm alone in my dorm house, I have to create my study space. And when I study, I have to listen to Taylor Swift because it's really boosts my focus. It's really boosts my confidence to study. So yeah, Taylor Swift is like a booster for me. It's like a support system, and to maintaining focus for me is essential for academic success.
Okay, yeah, maintaining focus. Okay, and now we have one, two, three, six. Yeah, the sixth question, or maybe Queen or Jess would have something to tell about your strategies, maybe.
Strategies on overcoming distractions. So I personally have a specific study place to avoid my distractions lah, so I can concentrate my academic tasks, my classes, assignments. Because the problem what I see in students these days is they do not have this. I myself have witnessed this among my classmates. Like, we are having online class like from this time to this time. So you reserve that time for class, sit in a place and focus, not driving, cooking, or whatsoever. So sometimes I can't blame the environment as distraction because it's the students' attitude and their responsibilities also. So being a student, like obviously the main goal is to study and reach your academic goals. So I'm someone who gets distracted easily. So what I'll do is like incorporate short breaks. Like Queen says she watched Korean drama. Omana, she said she listened to music and so on. So what I'll do, I just go out and get some fresh air, because there's a saying like some old-fashioned things like fresh air and sunshines are hard to beat. So sometimes we gotta go pause and ask ourselves how much clean air do we actually inhale. So in the end of the day, remember that like finding the right combination of strategies may take some experiment. Like if taking fresh air is goes well for me, works best for me, it does not necessarily works best for Omana, right? So be patient and adaptive in discovering what works best for you, and yeah, achieving the academic goals.
Okay, thank you, Jess. Oh, okay. So the next question is, how do you think college and university support students better in adapting to the fast-paced changes in the digital landscape, both academically and personally? How about in actually I would ask in Malaysia, but first I would ask from Indonesia. Maybe Reki, could you please tell us how do you think our university supports student better in adapting to the fast-paced changes?
Okay, thank you for the question. Because I'm a really conservative person, I observe what happened in UNICIMI. So The first thing, the very important thing for me is the colleges, the universities, and the lecturers itself has to acknowledge, has to aware about what is digital world, how the digital world works, how about the traffic in the digital world. So it's important. And after acknowledge that, it's important for the university to integrating digital literacy into curricula. But I think in UNICIMI, it has integrating the digital literacy into curricula. Is it right, Queen? Yes. And the next one is providing us the training session. Providing us the training session when I get into the class and my lecturer giving us assignment, a project, they not give us a raw subject, a raw like, guys, use this software when you have free time in your dorm house. No, but our lecturer give us providing, they teach us how to use the software, how to use the platform. So we're not blind about it because our lecturer teach us how to do the project by using this software, by using these platforms. And the last one, I think university has to offering us mental health and well-being, offering resources for mental health and well-being in the digital era. As a psychology person, mental health is really important for me. It's the key to success as well in this digital age because what I see right now is competitive, people getting competitive about everything, about anything. So why we have to stable our mental health and well-being because the competition it's hard right now because everybody want to be number one, everybody want to be on top. They don't care about dragging down someone else. So mental health and well-being resources is important for me. And Onichimi is already always give us resources for mental health, for well-being. Even our lecturer always tell us, hey, if you want to share something, if you want to tell me your story, just text me, just call me. And I'm so glad about it because our lecturer really care about our mental health condition. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Ricky. And how about you, Queen? What is your opinion about our university?
Maybe my opinion is not to differ with Reiki because we are in one universities and what he fall what he feel it's I feel too. Maybe just it what I want to say it was it to Reiki. Thank you.
Okay. And how about in SAITO University College? Jess first or Omana first? Okay, Omana, please.
Wait, your question was how university and college support students better in adapting in fast pace, right? Like the changes, right? Um, very simple though. In my university, they have this computer lab, They have this computer lab. And speaking about, digital enhancement, once the computer lab exists there, I feel like every student start knowing more about computer. Whatever they did not know, they start knowing about it. And that somehow academically make them advance. They do know something on their own, Like the subject in my course, cybersecurity. Usually it sounds fun, but when you get into it deeply, you gotta know how to save data, you gotta know how to fix data. What do you do if people store your data, yada yada yada. And with that plays the computer lab, academically, I feel like, wow, I'm smart for a second. I know a lot of things. And then personally, I feel like, damn, boy, I learned something new. Not gonna lie, I'm smart. And then I go to my mom, I'll be like, you know what happened when people stole data? This what you do. So it's like academically and personally, I feel proud of myself. So I think university doing new activities or bringing new places like computer lab or cafes, it somehow provokes a social environment that gives you a productivity. It's a positivity, a positive productivity without any digital interruption at that part. It gives you positive impact. So That's from me.
Yeah. Yes. And you have to be proud of yourself. Yeah. Okay. And the last, just what is your opinion about your university college?
Okay, so my university, like what Omana said, computer labs provided, my university provided modern computer labs, access to the latest software, tools, subjects. So also, my university offers ongoing training and professional development to keep us abreast with the latest trend and technology. For your information, actually, SAITO University College is going to send students to China for technology training. If I'm not mistaken, will be 2 weeks in China, actually. So
China.
my university also offers flexible learning options like online courses, hybrid modes, micro credential. So all this caters to diverse students, the needs and also their schedules. So moreover, I think like early of the year, my university took the initiative to inform students via email that those who are from the underprivileged category are eligible to apply for a free device, which is a tab from government. And I could say that it's a success because majority of my university students received it, and now everyone is able to attend class, complete the assignments with that device. So yeah.
Okay. Yes. Thank you, Jess, Omana, Reiki, and Queen. Okay. So from the discussion, we have heard all of the speaker opinion and experience, and now we can conclude that we face a lot of challenges, such as so many digital platforms, and then the need to update the apps and the tools that should be following the rapid advancement, and maybe somehow we don't have proper tools like just maybe I feel you. And I think the best way to cope that problem, that challenge, or not a problem but challenge, is by staying updated and keep on learning, and don't forget to save our money to buy a new gadget periodically. Okay, come into the end of the event. Thank you for your present and participation, everybody. Thank you also for SAITO team, UNICIMI team. Mr. Zainal, are you here? Yeah, Mr. Zainal, I think
Yeah,
you are
really,
here.
I'm following. I'm following.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Zainal. And especially Miss Weni. Hello, Miss Weni. Thank you for your help. Hello, Miss Weni. Are you here? Yeah. I don't hear your voice, Miss Weni. Oh, okay. Yeah. So thank you. And as the host, I apologize if there are many shortcomings and mistakes. And see you at another event. Okay, thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.